The French Revolution, a period of radical social and political upheaval in late 1700s France, irrevocably altered the course of modern history, transitioning France from a feudal absolutist monarchy to a nation predicated, at least in theory, on the principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Before 1789, France was governed by an ancient regime. The ancient regime, a system characterized by rigid social hierarchies, economic inequality, and the absolute power of the Bourbon monarchy. French society was divided into three estates. The first estate, the clergy; the second estate, the nobility; and the third estate, everyone else, encompassing 97% of the population from peasants to merchants. The first and second estates enjoyed significant privileges, including exemption from most taxes, while the third estate bore the brunt of the tax burden and had limited political representation. The Enlightenment, an intellectual and philosophical movement of the 18th century, played a crucial role in undermining the legitimacy of the ancient regime by promoting ideas of reason, individual rights, and popular sovereignty. Philosophers like John Locke with his theories of natural rights, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau advocating for the social contract and general will, profoundly influenced revolutionary thought. Voltaire's criticisms of religious intolerance and arbitrary power, and Montesquieu's advocacy for the separation of powers, further challenged the foundations of the French monarchy. By the 1780s, France was facing a severe financial crisis, largely due to extravagant spending by the monarchy, costly involvement in wars, such as the American Revolution, and an inefficient tax system. Louis XVI, a well-intentioned but indecisive ruler, attempted to address the financial crisis through reforms, but faced resistance from the privileged estates who refused to relinquish their exemption. Marie Antoinette, Louis VI's Austrian-born queen, became a symbol of royal excess and was widely unpopular among the French people. In 1789, Louis XVI convened the Estates General, an assembly representing the three estates, to address the financial crisis. However, disputes over voting procedures quickly led to a deadlock. The third estate, demanding voting by head rather than by estate, which would give them a majority, declared itself the National Assembly, asserting its right to represent the French nation. Locked out of their usual meeting hall, the members of the National Assembly took the tennis court oath on June 20, 1789, vowing not to disband until they had drafted a constitution. This act of defiance signaled a clear challenge to the authority of the monarchy and marked a crucial turning point in the revolution. The dismissal of Jacques Necker, a popular finance minister sympathetic to the Third Estate, further fueled popular unrest in Paris. On July 14, 1789, a mob stormed the Bastille, a medieval fortress used as a prison, seeking weapons and gunpowder and symbolizing the oppressive rule of the monarchy. The storming of the Bastille, though strategically insignificant, became a powerful symbol of the revolution and sparked uprisings throughout France. The Great Fear swept through the countryside as peasants, fearing aristocratic reprisals, attacked manor houses and destroyed feudal records. In response to the widespread unrest, the National Assembly abolished feudalism and issued the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. The Declaration, inspired by Enlightenment ideals, proclaimed principles of liberty, equality, fraternity, and popular sovereignty, affirming the rights of all citizens. In October 1789, a mob of Parisian women marched to Versailles, demanding that Louis XVI return to Paris and address the food shortages. The king and queen were forced to return to Paris, effectively becoming prisoners of the people. In 1790, The civil constitution of the clergy was passed, placing the Catholic Church under state control, leading to a split within the French clergy and widespread opposition. The flight to Varennes in June 1791, Louis XVI attempt to flee France with his family, further eroded public trust in the monarchy and fueled republican sentiment. The king was captured and returned to Paris, effectively ending any remaining hopes for a constitutional monarchy. The Legislative Assembly, elected in 1791, was plagued by factionalism and instability as different groups vied for control. The Girondins, representing a more moderate faction, clashed with the Jacobins, a radical group led by Maximilien Robespierre. France declared war on Austria and Prussia in April 1792, sparking the French Revolutionary Wars. The war initially went poorly for France, leading to increased radicalization and suspicion of counter-revolutionaries. The storming of the Tuileries Palace in August 1792, led by Parisian radicals, marked the end of the monarchy and the establishment of the First French Republic. The National Convention was established in September 1792, and Louis XVI was formally deposed and put on trial for treason. Louis XVI was found guilty and executed by guillotine in January 1793, shocking Europe and solidifying the Republic. Marie Antoinette was executed in October 1793, following a similar trial and conviction. The Thermidorian reaction in July 1794 led to the overthrow and execution of Robespierre, ending the Reign of Terror. The Directory, a 5-man executive body, was established in 1795, but proved to be corrupt and ineffective. Napoleon Bonaparte, a brilliant military commander, rose to prominence during the French Revolutionary Wars. Napoleon staged a coup d'etat in 1799, overthrowing the Directory and establishing the consulate, with himself as first consul. Napoleon consolidated power and eventually declared himself Emperor of France in 1804, ending the French Revolution. The French Revolution had a profound impact on Europe and the world, spreading ideas of liberty, equality, and nationalism. The revolution inspired revolutionary movements in other countries, leading to the rise of national states and the decline of absolutist monarchies. The Napoleonic Wars spread revolutionary ideals throughout Europe, but also led to widespread conflict and destruction. The French Revolution transformed French society, abolishing feudalism, establishing a republic, albeit short-lived, and promoting the rights of citizens. The revolution also led to the rise of nationalism, as people began to identify more strongly with their nation-state. The concepts of liberty, equality, fraternity became rallying cries for revolutionary movements around the world, continuing to inspire social and political change. The revolution's emphasis on reason and individual rights challenged traditional authority and paved the way for modern democratic ideals. The French Revolution's legacy continues to be debated and reinterpreted today, but its transformative impact on the world remains undeniable.